Yo, my friend, welcome to Coach Paul's Life Tip Podcast. This is a place where you are going to be set free through every single day, challenges, struggles, possibilities, all of those things in your life. These life tips are going to help you navigate to your process. Hit that subscribe button here on iTunes and drop me a review down below if you like my content. You could also follow me on Spotify, iHeart, and YouTube. Now, here's the kicker. If you want to watch me live, you can pick me up live every single day on Facebook at facebook.com/Coach Paul Ibarra. I come on 7:30 a.m. every single morning, Central Standard Time, to bring you these tips. So once again, that's facebook.com/Coach Paul Ibarra. So if you are all about community and helping build a community, then that's the place to be. With that being said, sit back and enjoy the ride. Yo, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to another Life Tip with Coach Paul Ibarra. I am coming to you from Loveland, Colorado, here in an Airbnb, so I'm hoping that my sound quality is coming through just like it always has. And so I'm going to drop this life tip on you today. This is right after Thanksgiving. This is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And I just want to really, truly thank you all for your support, for hanging in there with me. There was a few days that I didn't podcast, but I was really, truly spending time with my family and going through this transition. And so your prayers and your words of encouragement, letting me know that these podcasts are inspiring and dropping those reviews down below. Thank you so much for doing so. So I want to dive right into your life tip number 15. And that is, let me pull it up real quick. Blessings may not always feel good, but they are essential. Now, when you look at the word blessing, most of the time you thinking, well, blessings are supposed to be this good thing. Like they're supposed to make you feel good. Like I got a promotion in my job, so that's a blessing. Or I was delivered from cancer. That's a blessing. Or I'm not an addict anymore. That's a blessing. And so we look at blessings as always the icing on the cake. But what I want you to really truly understand for this season of your life, or even if you're not in a crazy season, I want you to understand that this word blessing doesn't always come the way that we intend it to come. The way that we foresee a blessing should come, it's not always quite that way. Now, I'm sure you can relate once I drop this knowledge on you, and once you understand, okay, now I get what Coach Paul is saying, then you're going to be able to realize and help others through their challenges, or some may call them struggles or hiccups, hangups, and habits, whatever that may look like. But you're going to be able to see, and you're going to be able to help somebody else be set free in that same moment. So there's a story about this kid, this young brother that had this dream. Right? He was the youngest of 12 brothers. And in that, he was basically telling his family how good this dream was and where he was going to end up and how they were going to bow down to him and they were going to, serve him basically. And so there was this jealousy factor that was in the midst of that family. Even his own father said, listen, I'm going to rebuke that. Don't talk about it no more. Just live your life and continue to do what you know that you're supposed to be doing, but quit talking about this vision that you have. So I think that the father was really trying to protect him, saying, listen, I believe that this story and this vision and this dream is true, but you might not want to tell your older brothers that they're going to bow down to you and serve you. Right? That's just some wisdom. And so through this dialogue, through this story, it comes to pass where the brothers pretty much sell their brother into slavery. And he gets sent off to this foreign land, and they get rid of him, and they make it look like he was devoured by wolves out in the field. And so they bring his coat back to the father, drenched in blood, saying that he got attacked by a wolf or a wild beast, whatever that story, calls this beast, right? And so years pass by, years go by. And now this same brother that had the same dream is in a land through all of his captivity, is in this land where he becomes governor, where he basically rules the land. And so in that, his dream and his vision still come to pass. This is probably 20 or 30 years later. So there's a famine in the land where his brothers were and where his father was. So they came to this land not knowing that he was the rock star in that land. And so when he sees them, his appearance is different because now he is in a whole nother culture. right? But through this adversity, through this time of him becoming the governor, he went into prison. He was in a pit. He was in slavery. He was accused for sleeping with the king's wife. All kinds of stuff was going on to where he had to go through this crazy period of time in order for him to not only set himself free, but see that his family was set free. The moral of the story is through that adverse time of his life, here's the statement that this man made. What the enemy, which the devil, which adversary, which life, right, meant for evil, God meant it for good, or God used it for good. And so he's looking back in these moments and he's saying there's a blessing that's attached to this adversity. There's a blessing attached to this challenge or to this struggle. So my question for you today is this: what season have you gone through in your past, or even you may be going through something right now that causes you to look at, no matter what is going on, you may be going through a divorce. You may be going through adversity. God forbid that you're going through a divorce or a loss of a family member, a loss of a loved one, a bad relationship, you're reconstructing your life. And so there's all kinds of new things coming. And so there's this adversary that comes against you. It's the opponent, right? And we've talked about the enemy before, about cutting off the enemy's food source. But what if you can't cut off the food source? What if the adverse moments that you're in are really those moments that are going to launch you into your next season? Because hindsight is 20/20. And I want you to understand today, my friend, that when hindsight is 20/20, you're able to see the blessing after the fact, not so much while you're in it. So blessings aren't always monetary. Blessings aren't always financial. Blessings aren't always being healed. Blessings aren't in those things sometimes that we know. Sometimes we have to go through those seasons. We have to go through those journeys. We have to go through those transitions in order to understand that there is a blessing attached to it. But so many times, and if I'm wrong, email me. There's so many times that we want to push back those adverse situations. We want to push back those moments of, I don't want to go through this hell. We push back those things when, in fact, those are the things that are going to equip us. Those are the things that are going to strengthen us. Those are the things that are going to make us more strong, or should I say stronger, wrong language there, that will make us stronger for our next season. So, where are you at today, my friend? What are you pushing away from that is actually the blessing that's coming forth in your life? I want you to really evaluate that, because 2020 is coming up, my friend. 2021 is coming. And if you think 2020 was a bad year, every year there's going to be another adverse season for you to get through. So I want you to evaluate, what am I going through right now that seems like it's the devil, that seems like it's a rough time, but really God wants to speak to me something through this so that I can mature, I can be stronger, and I can help someone else through their adverse season. So with that being said, once again, this is Coach Paul, your life coach, and this is your life tip number 15. If you need help in any area of your life that will help you through these seasons, I want you to reach out to me at identityofonecoaching@gmail.com. Share this podcast out. Drop me a review down below. I love you guys. God bless you. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. I want to thank you once again for tuning in to Your Life Tips with Coach Paul. If this podcast has brought value to your life, hit that subscribe button, my friend, and drop me a review if you haven't already. And just a reminder, you can catch my latest live tips on facebook.com/Coach Paul Ibarra, 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time every weekday morning. And if you or anyone needs help in any area that you have heard me touch on, I am here to serve you, my friend. Visit my website, setfreelife.net, to schedule a free call with me, Coach Paul. So until we meet again, keep it moving and share some kindness with someone today. God bless.